Hey everybody, it's Chanchai, and we're going to be joining Akai Leagues. Hope you're all having a good week and off to a good weekend. In Portland, we have sunny weather for the first time in many, many, many days. So this is looking like a very beautiful Saturday. I'm going to double check the audio and make sure everything is sounding good on the stream. All right, sounding pretty good. I'm going to turn the volume louder on the game audio so you guys can hear that a little better. But it sounds like my audio is pretty good. Anyways, we're going to join Akai. I'll just get a little started here. Hope you guys are doing great though. And hey, Princess, it's so good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you've been having a wonderful Saturday where you're at. Can you hear my voice okay? Is the game audio overpowering my voice? Let me know. But it's always great to see you. Always wonderful. I know it's going to be a good stream when you're in the chat, so let's see here. Yeah. I did want to give a shout out to Sente. Sente looks like there is a tournament in Ohio, and they're actually streaming right now, though of course we'd love for you guys to watch our stream. But if you can support them, please do support them as well. And so I'll be giving shout outs to that throughout the day. Let me see here. Yeah, it's on Matchstick Melee on Twitch. Let's see here. Alright, let's join Akai. I do have to turn the game volume down when I do chat with Akai, so I don't want to completely get him messed up. Oh, he's not up yet. Okay, so Akai might not be up yet. That's interesting. Well, let's take a look at Matchstick Melee. I'm going to take a look and see if I can... Kind of co-host it a little or share screen.
Nice, good duck. Oh,
all right.
Nice.
Picks up.
All right.
Puts him down.
Where is?
Nice jab. Stopping the throw there.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the wicked
shoulder
check.
charge. Oh, Shining Wizard right at the end.
Let me mute Virtua Fighter really quick.
Oh, that was a good set. Two heavyweights going at it. Fists flying, bodies flying in some cases.
Just until we got Akai on there.
He's pointing at me. He really wants to take me down this this bracket.
He's starting to be an
Just calm down.
Alright, so this is Sente here on the left. Sente is an amazing community member. He has really united all of Ohio. He's coordinated. We're looking at Dayton, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and I also believe it's Cincinnati as well. So those three cities so far, and he just tries to make sure that anywhere that there's VF happening, he'll do it.
Yeah.
So he'll make sure that they're active. So Ohio's been an amazingly active Virtua Fighter community through three of their major cities.
I'm pretty sure it's coming out before G2s. Oh man. Okay, so our next competitors are going to be B versus Oriental Express. So B are the Vanessa fans out there. B is a Vanessa player. Oriental Express is a Lei Fei player. So you're here for some highway robbery?
Well, point out here, you would love.
Yes, Shadosha. We shall see.
So you guys can see very good attendance at Cap City Chaos. And some wonderful Virtua Fighter with commentary by Sente. Sente himself does pretty good on the mic, and he teaches very well. And on Mondays, sometimes you'll catch that he will do a stream on Mondays.
Tournament. So also, Chanchai, just let you know, we have an exhibition match from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. tonight. Also 5v5 Waseda style, and then tomorrow at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, I should say. And then tomorrow at noon Eastern time, we have top 8.
All right, you guys heard it here. There will be a
Thanks, John Chai. Appreciate it. Yeah, team exhibition match tonight. Absolutely. Okay, looks like they're doing a button check. Hey, Shidosha, you won't see me on stream tonight because I won't be, they're not going to be streaming the pool that I'm in, but you'll see me in top 8 as well as exhibition match. So you'll get to have your nice little highway robbery enjoyment with my owie, hopefully, if I don't get too bad. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I think we're for real now.
Okay, it looks like we're going to be a for real match. Here's the fist pump.
Yep. The ruins.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Are you Chris?
hey there, Akai. How you doing?
Fence stage.
I
Doing well?
I'm right now since I wasn't sure if you were on yet, so I right now just sharing with my stream Sente the Cap City Chaos that's happening in Ohio right now. It's a really exciting tournament. A lot of attendance
there's
there.
32
Yeah.
players. Tank, I'm not sure if Tanky Mount could have made it, but if he did, that's awesome. Did sign up for the tournament. 2077 code. What's today? What's today's code? 0314. Oh, hey guys, you is North America, right? Yeah, you think you're in the wrong room?
Okay, nice KK. Oh, Sabaki. Oh, one more hit, but side turn. Got the side turn throw. Who's gonna take it? Oh,
Alright.
Oriental Express gets low first.
Is Chris is this Chris the law player that is used to be known as Caldo Robinson?
Oh,
I am not sure. Perhaps.
Let's see.
Spacey knows both characters very well. Poses on them
Yep.
for the round 3.
Oh, okay. This is
Why win if you don't have aura?
you're the law player.
Nice. Got that little low thrust there. Side turn again. Oh, that's the side turn throw.
Puts him in the sand.
Nice. Good.
All right, awesome. Tricky's here. Hell yeah. And we got Strike Last Madam Yuki, the player formerly known as Just Monica,
Oriental Express showing his Tekken roots there.
or C Money, but with the MONI.
Using the stage was
Alright, there's that rare guy law. Monica just Monica, okay.
see you with come back.
You should place Akira, right? That's it, isn't it?
Yep, Akira, Leon, Jeffrey, they play everyone now. They're amazing. They're a really awesome player. Really happy that they're here. Wells is here, hell yeah. Good in the show, awesome. And Chris, excellent. Very good to have everyone here. All right, I'm gonna turn it onto our matches here then. So everyone, if you're watching and you're wondering what this tournament that I'm showing is, it is Cap City Chaos. It is on Matchstick Melee. Okay, I'm gonna post that
Oh my
link again. But it might not show, but if it does, Matchstick Melee. Alright, so please do follow them, check them out. They've got Virtua Fighter tournament going on right now. They will have exhibition matches, including tonight. There will be a team battle, Waseda style team battle exhibition tonight. So this Saturday is going to be filled with a lot of VF, including, of course, the Akai Leagues.
Oh, that was good. Good mid full circular to stop his movement trying to get out
So
of it.
please give them your support. Show them the Virtua Fighter does have the viewers, the dedicated viewers. Hey, Setsuna.
See, this is the player that you wanted, Revan.
All right.
Yeah.
I want Taco Stick.
Okay, so we're gonna close off the Matchstick Melee and set it on VF. It's kind of cool.
What am I looking for?
And I'm gonna turn my volume up on my Virtua Fighter. Now, if it distracts you on the voice chat, let me know. I'll turn it low while we're chatting together, though.
Update the room numbers. Europe is 2076. No, it says 4577. Code is, let's see, room.
Let me know if this creates some like game audio echo on your stream or something. All right. Okay.
I just don't hear your voice. I haven't heard any echoes yet.
Okay, good. I kept the volume low on the game audio, so just
Okay, yeah. So the room numbers is correct now. North America room is 20765. I'm hosting with the Jackie profile on Steam platform, so you can see it by that little PC desktop icon. Code March 14th, so 0314. Europe room hosting under the Leon profile, Akai underscore JC. Room number is 45777. Code is the 14th of March, so you can see it's reversed. So you should have entered the wrong room if you're not entering the right code, passcode. So 1403 for Europe. We're still but 1 hour. Europe still haven't gone through the hour change, so it might take a while for that to get people in. Let me finish posting everywhere, and then we'll start to count down.
I'll trick you. It'll be good to get some sets in.
Awesome.
It'll be good to get some sets in with you before you run errands, Tricky, but I'm glad you're here.
That's here also. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, Setsuna, good to see you, and it's awesome to see you on the Sega's spot covering the Virtual Fight Me promotion. So.
Yeah, that was exciting. Been working with Carlos for that for a while. Had the idea to do it in Spanish as well, and I do
Excellent.
actually have another little voice clip in Spanish that's just not safe for work.
All right. Might be safe for American work for half the country.
Did Sega censored it?
No, I did send it to him. He liked it, but like that's not proper for that. But
Hey, what do you guys know? I have a lot of famous people now. That's Cessna Chanchai commenting right now with me, and the Tricky is in the room. Or is Sega has helping them promote their world stage mode.
Yeah.
I think it's a great mode. Honestly, it's been helping me with. Yeah, it's been helping me with my option select, just making sure. Because here's the thing, right? Not every fight you're going to be using your option selects.
You should in that mode.
Yeah, like that mode, you have to, because like there's one thing that the AI is really good at, punishing.
Yeah.
So if it can punish you, it's going to punish you. So.
That mode, well, as I said on my spot though, that is my favorite mode in fighting games because I can always go back to it. It's like, I can finish a story 2 or 3 times, but world stage I can always go back, and it will sharpen me up like a lot, and it'll keep me on my toes.
Super useful, yeah.
And I just have a lot of fun playing it. So, like I've told everybody, if you only focus, like, okay, yes, first goal is to win, but after you win, you should be focusing on mastery, and there's a lot of technique you get to master doing against all the different AIs on that mode. So like I get to practice a ton of stuff on that thing.
Chancha, there's something else there that I think people just kind of overlook. I know the AI is not fantastic. Like it's not.
It's pretty good.
On you, it is pretty good.
Like I have more fun with that AI than almost every other fighting game's AI. So,
that's true. And
you got to compare it to the field.
That I really like is every single character they have kind of like a tell or
yes,
something they really like to do, and if you notice what it is, you can start punishing it, and it'll help you punish because they'll be doing it every single time.
Right, and that's the thing. That's how you're supposed to be fighting Virtua Fighter, right? So you want to work on observing these things, but again, if you're consistently winning against your opponent, your next step is mastery. And so, because there's so much to master in this game, and this mode is really good for it. So I feel like, it's only like 10% of the story beating the AI, but it's still a challenge. And I would tell you, a lot of people that I've seen, a lot of people that are learning VF, I've seen them learn how sharp they need to be to play this game on that mode faster than anything, because all excuses are taken off the table. They can't just say it's lag. They can't say it's some other thing. They realize it's actually them. Like, they're the ones that are not buffering. And that mode will make you buffer. And so it's one of those things where I think I've seen that mode improve a lot of people really, really fast. And again, I use it to myself frequently to give myself like an amazing sparring partner that will let me work on a lot of stuff. So that's, again, I think it's an amazing mode. I think it's got like the most fun AI that I fought against in a fighting game. And like that's a big deal because I get bored playing those fighting games single player. Like way bored.
I still like with now that I have it's been a while since I played the old Evil quest mode, but World Stage is great, but I do appreciate the special sparring in the final showdown. There's a lot of character to it, and there's a certain thing that if you never play special sparring, I think some of the stuff you might find this lacking in World Stage mode, you might find it also in the special sparring. So if you ever get a chance to play Final Showdown, check out the special sparring. It's just like they have a set amount of players, AI characters you play against, but each one of them has a special pattern, and they're all dressed up, customized. So that's one thing that we were hoping that with the World Stage mode come. The characters of the boss will be more customized outfits and stuff. But definitely hard mode in World Stage mode, I really think that's a really good tool to learn fundamentals of the
100%.
The ping display got broken and patch 1.08, the latest patch. You'll see that it'll go sometimes really high and sometimes really low. But Sega acknowledged that the bug is there, so since they acknowledge it, I assume that they do have a fix for it. I guess in 2 weeks when we get patch 1.10.
Hopefully.
Yes. Alright. I almost finished posting everywhere. We already got plenty of people in the North America room. So let me finish posting in a couple points and we'll start the 5-match countdown. Europe, we got Rusty in there right now. Hopefully, once we get 3 people there too, we can start the countdown for that. Okay.
Tricky, that battle was fun as hell. That was so much fun. I had a lot of fun with that battle. Thank you so much as always. I always love our fights, and that was really, really fun. Good game.
Alright, it was mentioned before that that this game has since the patch 1.07. I don't think anyone has ever got a full 16-player room, and there's like a limit cap. So if you guys can, if there's people watching and listening, let's test that out and see if we could get a 16-player room. We're right now at 11 people. I'm right now, 11 people. All right. Definitely check and see if you have any gray bar connections. The connection here, red, yellow, green, is not something we could trust too much because of that visual bug. But if it's a gray bar, that is something that we could try to fix before we start league. So fixing that is just exiting, re-entering, and letting us know so that we could get other people to do that too if it doesn't fix it when you come back in. Alright, let's see.
So yeah, Tricky had said that she's gonna play World Stage just to beat everyone's ghosts and post it, and I think all for it. Please do. It's a lot of fun, and that said, it was really good stuff that that Tricky was showing off on our match too. She was making sure that she was denying win conditions on the edge of the ring, which people should do. She's like, yeah, Chancha, you're not going to be able to 1K me out of this ring on this short stage. I'm going to do anything I can to avoid that particular scenario, and I like it. I like a lot of her choices with like after 9P, so lots of fun stuff as always.
Yeah, the Chris here mentioning how he got the ping reached 1 million or so.
Yeah, the red bug.
I had a ping that reached. I had a ping to I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Someone from Poland in Europe. We had a ping of 15 millisecond ping. So.
Was it real or was it the fake one?
Yeah, it's the fake one.
Of course, it's a fake one.
It's you gotta love it because it's just that the ping is not it's not resetting. It's not like it's just adding. It just keeps adding whatever that number is. So it's just going up and up and up and up.
Pulling back, because that's the other option.
Yeah.
It either goes back to 15 frames and stays there for 15 millisecond.
Yeah, whenever it goes down to really low, it does go back up, but then goes back down, go back up. So
Yeah.
I think it's related to that increasing ping, but yeah, it was amusing. 20765,
6p, good use. Scary thing about Akira, really, it's like his dashing elbow. It's like Nitaku, and it feels good when you guess right, but it feels harsh when you guess wrong. And like throwing is generally like the thing you should do, but that's why a lot of Akira is kind of just dashing elbow into mash, to kind of like. Now, that said, if they don't perfectly buffer that dashing elbow in some of the situations that they do it, then throw may be guaranteed. But it's really up to whether the Akira was doing that or not. Because basically, Akira's dashing elbow, if evaded on the 5th frame, is like -9. But that's if he perfectly buffers that dashing elbow, which is not what he's always doing.
Yeah, so after this match between Tricky and Sasuna, we'll start the 5-match countdown. Very closely.
Probably Metawatt.
Yep, everyone is strong indeed. Diva, you've been very strong too. I've been have such a blast in our fights. Diva's Abari game is very scary, so which it should be. And I agree with what Chris is Tuesday Night Mystery Chris.
Yes, Tuesday Night Chris.
I appreciate what Chris was saying also, that we're in a way like we've been in a position where this game was only the community supporting it for a long time, and so I'm very grateful and happy that it's being very actively worked on right now. So.
Alright, we right now have 11 players in the room for North America, and the countdown of 5 matches before we start the first league. So you got about 10 to 15 minutes if you want to join. Right now we have 1 player in the Europe room. Daylight shaving time, so I'm assuming it'll be slow for that to fill up.
Well, Within, you're doing great in this fight with Tricky. Really nice choices. Good flow. Keep it up. Also really good to see Woo Within. So I've been really glad that they've been joining you every week for the Akai Leagues. It's wonderful.
Yeah, the one thing I'm really happy is that we also, if this time Saturday and Sunday doesn't work for you, there are multiple people and you do like league sessions, want to try out league sessions. Chanchai does this Tuesday night dojo, which is league session based. And Senta usually, I believe, also does now league sessions on Monday nights. So
yes,
lots of different times if you want to do leagues. Or better, you could also try host one too. And
yeah. Also, following up on what Akai said too, though, yes, we encourage more people to set up their events, but also even when you're doing like the league battles, we really do encourage you to go ahead and stream as well. And a lot of us will be happy to share your stream and let others know that you're streaming your matches, because when it comes to league battle, not everyone gets to see your point of view. So when you share it, it's wonderful to have out there, and it does create more reference for people to watch wonderful matches from different angles and perspectives. So your league run is your own. And so we definitely encourage people to stream their league experience, because it's a fun way to share, and it's a fun way to just let everyone know that, like, we have a community of players, you know, and it helps Virtua presence on streaming as well. So
Also let your friends know too about these league sessions, as we always want large rooms, and that hopefully the room is stable, because we always want as many people try to participate in these things, because not everyone can participate all the time. So if we have a much more larger base of players, we can always have people show up and play with each other.
Hey, Springlogs made an interesting comment. I'm gonna contrast it a bit, but I like the dialogue and discourse. So Springlog says EU was removed from the VFOC. Not sure how you can honestly say whatever they said. To that I would say that I don't think the EU was removed from the Virtua Fighter Open Championship. We just haven't heard the news at the moment. There are more events. They alluded that there will be more events announced. Yeah. I am certain that there's going to be EU at offline and online for VFOC.
Yeah, if EU is not in the Virtua Fighter Open Championship, I'll be the first to quit hosting leagues or something. So
yeah, like. They love Nero, so I don't think they're not going to give Nero this opportunity. Two, no, Nero's not the reason that they're going to do it, though. They're going to do it because they know, like, EU should be represented. EU has consistently has had players that support VF all this whole time, and there are good ambassadors in the community from EU, actually, all over the world, you know. So I'm going to include, like, Havoc Wing being one of those ambassadors. On top of that, put it this way, EU gets a special time that they get their event announced, right? Right now, South America got announced, but it's kind of, you know, mixed in with everybody else. Like, oh yeah, we knew Asia and we knew America would get it. Well, South America and Oceania have been announced, but EU is going to basically get its own special kind of promotion time, if I'm being honest. So one way to look at it is that, but EU is definitely going to be in there. It's just, they definitely said there would be more events, and I actually think there's going to be more Asian events, but we'll see, we'll see. But I have a feeling that we're going to see EU, we'll see probably another Asia qualifier listed, maybe two. And who knows what else we'll see. Who knows, but I think it's going to be pretty exciting, but I think there's more to come, and they definitely said there's more to come when it comes to VFOC.
Alright, we got the Walker in the room. We got 12 players right now. There's 4 more space. Tricky might leave before we start the league, so there's 4 or 5 spots left open.
Yeah, please join. And Space Time, yeah, sorry if you didn't get enough sleep, but I do hope you're here and join. Yes, you are here. It's a good wake up, and don't worry, it is a stacked room. That makes it pretty fun too. But Tricky is here only temporarily. She's got to run errands, but we really appreciate her sparring with everyone this morning. It's a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah, they haven't actually mentioned the exact outline and structure of this new season of Virtua Fighter Open Championship. But things that are being worked on and on the background, it does look like it takes at least a minimum of 3 months before they announce things. I think Plessy, who is from the Europe side, has already kind of confirmed that things are being worked on under the side part that has not been publicly mentioned, and there's definitely stuff we work on, and I'll still stand by it. There's going to be at least 2 for Europe, and if Sega is crazy enough, maybe 4. Okay, but the format might be different from what you're familiar with from last season. I
mean, I guess I have to admit, no offense to you, but dooming before like when there's a looming announcement is very EU. So, you know. So, but
don't get me started, brother.
but let's take the opportunity to, like, you know, to hype it up and say there's, like, we're so sure that there's going to be a good announcement for EU. So, you know, like,
Why not?
like,
And even
you
if,
know.
if there is no Virtual Fighter Open Championship, there are offline events that's happening right now in Europe. Versus Fighting has already put up that Virtual Fighter will be there. So
Yeah, VF is happening at Versus Fighting. We're happy about that. I definitely would love for for more stuff in the EU as well. Really quick, I did want to point out MetaWatt's been trying to join the room. They said they've been having trouble joining the lobby, and we feel your pain. Keep it up, but we feel your pain. But I've let Akai know that you're trying to get in.
you know, we have 12 players right now. How many people actually is in the room that took multiple tries to get in? Was it only first try to get in Chan and Sasana?
For me, it was first try today.
It was first try.
But in my experience, it's usually the people coming later that might have to do multiple tries, just because I have the feeling it just has to do with, like, what connection you're having with someone, like that there's a threshold. But yeah. So Wu Within said it took 2 tries. So yeah.
Oh, you were within? Okay.
Yeah, so Wu Within said they took them 2 tries. So Tsun, are you opening a package? So sounds like a bubble wrap. We got some awesome popcorn coming on.
Space time. See if Space time will coming back in. Just saw him exit. Again, check to see if anyone that is in the room with you have a Grey Bar connector, so that we can get that fixed.
Well, Springlogs, no, I definitely understand when some people do stop playing a game, but there are people that do play the game, and I'm always going to support people that stick around, and I'm going to support people that come back, and we always keep the door open. So a doors closed policy doesn't really help. You know, this is one of those things where it's kind of like a message that was recently posted on the official Discord, which is, you know, it's natural for people to compare games. So when the community, like, kind of like tries to shut down any, like, Tekken discussion, it doesn't really help, because you kind of want to just share the love of the game, and you can share it while still talking about other games, especially when people are going to naturally compare fighting games. So whenever we have, like, Soul Calibur players or Tekken or Street Fighter players come in, I enjoy talking to them about those games, and then also talking about Virtua Fighter, and we compare in a positive way, because that's productive, right? It's encouraging. So the thing is it's not that I'm against complaining. I'm not. I am definitely for constructive critique. What I will say, though, is that sometimes a narrative gets formed for a lot of people that don't know better, because they're, you know, and they'll just get a quick take. And so the complaints just have a tendency to rise above everything and become the dominant point of discussion, to where that's all people want to talk to you about. And for me, when they meet me, they realize, look, I just love my game, and let's talk about us enjoying our game, because I have my complaints and I'm not blind, but I know that when people know that there's people playing, they're more likely to play. When people think there's nobody playing or people quit, they're kind of less likely to play. I mean, there's, like, the basics of hyping up a party, right? Like, if you talk about who's not going to the party more than who's going to the party kind of dies. And it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's not a good look. Like, you don't look like the winner on that. You look like the opposite. So that's why I'm like, you know, so that's what I'm going to say about that.
I'm just going to interrupt really quickly here, just a second. We have one more. This is the last match before we start the league, so just make sure everyone know Grey Bar connections, and we'll start after this match between Tricky and Monaca, just Monaca. Sorry, Shanshan, you can go back to you.
No problem. So, you know, so it's just one of those things where, just in my life, you know, I've built up a restaurant that was really slow and underperforming. I turned it around within 3 months. And part of that was just making sure that everybody could see really, like, what was really there, what was good, and making sure the staff saw it too and understood they represented that. I had to really kill a lot of doomer habits within my own staff. I had to really tell them, this is, and yeah, sometimes change at the top will help people understand it more, but that wasn't the thing that really did it, right? It was like my staff changing themselves, and then the customer asked like what happened, and I was like, well, I took over, but it's the staff doing the work. So the people that are there are going to make the positive change. The people that are only there just for like if it was busy season, they're good. You do need them. They have a role in my restaurant too. They're a huge role, but you have to keep building. And a lot of my staff were kind of doomer when I took over, and I turned it around completely. 3 months all it took, but that's what my life experience has taught me. And so it's same with like VF, like it pays off, right? My love of VF pays off. Anytime something gets announced, I get a lot of people that come to me and want to learn the game. So all right, good luck, have fun, everyone. Let's have fun.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
All right, it's 11 players, so that it's gonna be 11 rounds. Everyone will get at least one bye. Thanks for playing, Tricky.
All right, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, thanks for listening to my TED Talk. There's not a lecture for just spring logs. It's just me letting people know how I feel, because I've built the community many times over in my area, and I've built up restaurants more than one restaurant I've turned around. But that's an example too. But I do, but like, I am kind of, there's some truth to me complaining a little about EU, but it's more like saying, hey, EU, this doesn't help you guys. Like, it really doesn't. It just, what it does add sometimes is to an environment that feels like you're at a bar. So like the environment where you feel like you're at a bar, everybody loves to complain at the bar. So then they want to you get like a chamber choir of complaining. And then it becomes like the fun part, but then it kills all the fun for everyone else if that's what happens. But everybody remembers when the bar was fun, right? Like when it was really fun and inclusive. And they kind of want that all the time, but we all have our role for making that kind of happen. But if we just let everybody complain at the bar only and we don't talk about the positive side, that bar becomes a real miserable bar. And this is really fun. Keep it up, Diva. I like the choices. I like that. Man, that's really scary. So it is fun. If I can time this kick, then it's really good against Wake Up. But the timing is very tricky. Now in this case, it's a little different. This case, I was actually late, and because if you get a perfect meaty, you'll never get that red spark. A perfect meaty will be a normal hit. Room crashed. I gotta call Akai. Well, I don't know if the room crashed, but I crashed out. Hey, Akai. I won my battle, and then I got crashed out. Okay. That was Sega, please take note. This is not us whining. This is us just letting you know this kind of happens.
I'm
and
sorry
please, let's work on this.
Sega. I'm sorry.
No, they're okay taking complaints. Whining is a little different, right? We're not like crying. We're not like crying over our wound here.
Well,
but we are saying, "Hey, dude, this is an issue."
Okay.
Alright, guys.
It was
Hopefully that was it.
It was because of my battle with Diva. I just won that battle, and it just crashed out right there. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't know if that's the case. It could have been that whole last round, I was just like it crashed, and then I see it after the match result. Because sometimes that has happened where you disconnect from a player, but the game, like, you still play it out, and then it crashes after. So, anyways.
Alright. 64118. 64118. Alright, we're gonna give like let's see, we still might.
I never gave up mentoring players from EU. Springlocks is just being a troll here. But I mentor anyone who asks me. If they stopped asking, that's okay, but I never stopped. Yeah. But anyway, Spring Logs, I'm sorry if you're hurt or something. I really am. But you know that, like, I'm happy mentoring anyone that asks. That's pretty much it. So, like...
Who is still missing from the before?
Megawatt, the room did seemed to suffer a crash or disconnect. Akai has remade the room.
Is on gray with me.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I see gray on Setsuna. Okay. All right. So, who wants to jump out, Setsuna?
2 or 3 matches.
You're my only gray bar. But,
Oh Lord.
okay, now, yeah.
Just,
Setsuna's my only gray bar. I've got green and yellow with everyone else. You can try, go ahead and join the room now, Megawatt, because we started a new room. We did start a new room. Alright. So, Megawatt, go ahead.
Oh God, the room is stinking.
But, anyways.
Everybody is colored right now.
So yeah, Spring Logs, if there's something that you're really unhappy about, I'll hear you out though. Like, it sounds like you're really disappointed, but I never gave up mentoring anybody. I never have. Even people that complain, even people that say they hate the game, I've always kept my door open for them, and I've never shied from talking to them either. But if something has hurt you in your life, I'm sorry, but I'll be, I'm okay to listen to you, to hear you out, man.
We're going to do 2 matches before we start. I think the only person that's missing now is Goat in the Shell. So if Goat in the Shell could tell me if you're having trouble getting in the room, let me know. And then we just post around.
Let's see. Hey, David Blaine, no problem. I just I changed to another costume. We'll see if you like this one. I haven't created many costumes in Revo, but I should make time to create a new costume. Thanks for the request. Okay, so about that. So Springlock said that I'm not trolling, I just heard otherwise from a friend who asked you to review some footage. Okay, so in those cases, sometimes it does fall on the pile. So I do have a life. Now, I'll make time, and the person asked me. So I do check footage. Sometimes, the thing about reviewing footage is sometimes I watch it and then I'm taking care of a lot of other stuff and I don't know exactly what I want to say about it yet, so it goes on the burner, and then I gotta take care of my family. I end up, like, honestly, on private messages I talk to over 20 people a week, and it's not, doesn't mean that your friend's not a priority. It just means, like, I'm sorry, like, I just kind of forgot about that, but if they come back to me, that's cool. I am sorry if that upset them, but if they do message me, I'll come back, and if they go, hey, can you double check this again, it would mean a lot to me. Totally, I will do it, and then I'll even give immediate advice, even if I think it's not, like, the best observation. So even if it's not the best observation from that second viewing, I'll, if they really want a quick, like, what's your quick take on this, I'll do it. But honestly, yeah, so I'm sorry that your friend thought that I dropped them. It's more like it wasn't intentional. So there was no hostility and it was not a negative, but I'm sorry that it was a negative experience for your friend. But yeah, they can totally message me again. And it wouldn't be the first person. I will say that match footage review tends to go a little, like, it's not that it's lower priority, it's high priority. It's just that what happens is there's quite a bit to process, and sometimes I just kind of ended up taking care of somebody else that was messaging me, and then I kind of like, got to get back to that, and I forgot. But I'm sorry, but it doesn't mean that your friend is forgettable. It just means that, sometimes there is a lot on my plate, but I'm really happy to help. Really, really happy to help. But I'll be honest that there is a lot on my plate. But that's because everyone's got to deal with their stuff, and so I respect your friend too, and I respect whatever they would have to deal with as well, So
The last match before we start the league room. So, anyone, as many people want to join, we're gonna start after this match between you and Chris.
yeah.
Let's see, anything else? That's it.
But I think your friend and other people that have worked with me knows that I speak directly to the person that I talk to, like as best I can, right? It's not perfect, but like the advice I give is like tailored to you. Like I rewrite every, like you guys see me like writing a new guide every week, and that's because I'm just responding to a person's question directly, and I'm like, well, I'll type it up right now. I didn't, just go. Sometimes I post a link, but a lot of times people have seen me rewrite stuff over and over again, completely fresh, and it's not AI. It's just me thinking about the person that spoke to me. Match reviews are similar, but they do take longer, and so that is why, but I'm happy to do them. I think they're the best form. But if your friend's waiting on it, just say, hey, I really, really appreciate what you guys say here, even if it's not like the best advice or something, But yeah. So anyways, yeah, I'm sorry to your friend. All right. Anyways, thanks for hearing me out, you guys.
Like, we got you. I mean, honestly, you can be open to everybody. I think that's kind of a risk that is kind of inherently there. You're only one person, so
Yeah.
not everybody understands that.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Have fun.
You guys.
Oh no, Metal Wad, I'm sorry. Alright, David Blaine, hope you like this costume a bit more. I know you've probably seen it though. I'll make new ones though, eventually. I don't know when. that one is lower on the priority, but I should do more. You're not the first person to ask for newer, fresher costumes. That was so cool, I like that. There's a risk to it, but we'll see if we can make that risk. Yeah. That was really good. I thought I escaped it, but I guess that's back throw. I thought I escaped forward, but that was really hard. So it's like he's trying to flip from his Abari approach to his reversal approach, and it's pretty fun. That was so good. Good game. That was awesome, Diva. I love that. So what Diva is using is he's using active reads, but he's also playing around where I'm reading him, and that's really good. He's getting into the layer 3. It was a really fun battle. Good battle, Diva. I had a lot of fun with that one, and that was excellent. That was really, really good. And the good thing too is that when the matches go closer to the win condition, it's easier to make the read on the win condition. It's easier to make the reads on the win condition if your opponent is playing with win condition in mind. And so Diva did an awesome job of playing around the win conditions. Now, they were, of course, trying to ring me out too, but they were trying to make sure they didn't ring themselves out. But they also got to see the decision space more clearly because I was also going for the win condition. I really like it. So that was an awesome battle and awesome, well-deserved win by Diva. That was excellent. Oh man, Medawat, I'm sorry. So you actually saw colored bars, and then was that when the room crashed? Yeah.
You better take me seriously. This is where you fall down. Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go!
Oh my god, it's ring out. This is the problem with going for 8P plus K here.
Round three. Ready, go!
I like that backdash delay. Really good use of this. Using a slow attack there was really good. And that knee was good.
Round five. Ready, go! Excellent.
Good game, Monica. That was so much fun as always. Always really, really fun.
Forgot the train, eh?
I'm so sorry, Meadowat. Oh, thank you so much, Monica. Really, really fun battle with you, Jeffrey. I like your Jeffrey a lot. Keep it up. Jeffrey, like, heavyweight character strings drive me insane, and for good reason. They're very good strings. Very underrated part of... So I like the way that heavyweight characters are designed in Final Showdown and up, but I do think it's counterintuitive, and so that's why it's easy to misunderstand how to fight against a heavyweight character. Our intuition with the heavyweight character is that they're going to knock us on one hit, and there is that, but actually they make the heavyweight characters in this game very technical. They make them so that, you know, I want to set up low throw. I want to punish, you know, basic defense, like not advanced defense. I want to punish advanced defense with the heavyweight character. I'm going to win neutral because, not because of speed, but because of damage, because of priority, right? And so these aspects is what makes the heavyweight characters what they are in this game, but it's not the most intuitive thing, but I love it. But it takes, but it's like, it has to be taught or explained sometimes. He does, yeah, no, he's very much, the way Adam Yuki plays Jeffrey is very correct in that it's very reverse Nitaku. It's very reverse mix-up. Nice dashing elbow and block. Good defense after escape throw. And then I was able to get that low punch in because of the high punch. If it was a 3P or a 2P, would not have been able to do that. But, so where is high punch good? High punch is good when you know they're gonna do, when they like to go for a slower attack, which is not Leon. But also when very specific things, right? Like here, but also after you duck a high. But the problem is that highs are inherently crushable, so that's why low punch is so good in this game. There you go. But Akira does have an execution tax, which is 6 XP, but it's so good if you can fit it in. Nice. Nice. The string follow-up nailed me because I want to punish. I want to attack right away, but that P got me, which is good. Now side turn is a funny thing. Side turn happens when I evade you, and because of that, the side turn creates a trickier situation where I might have advantage, or if you hesitate, I will be very, like, it's almost like I have advantage. Nice. Keep it up. No. Alright, very good. Alright. Good game, Zack Attack. Keep it up. I think learning Fuzzy Guard would be really good for your Akira. So if you want to message me anytime you can to remind me about that, and I'll be happy to kind of illustrate, because your Akira will be more active if you start doing Fuzzy Guard. And Akira is a character that has a built-in, like, when I get blocked, I get to Fuzzy Guard most of the time. That's like Akira's design. He gets to Fuzzy Guard most of the time, and then that will create more activity with your Akira. Very nice. Yes, Jeffrey has definitely got to play with wrist. It's an interesting part of his design. This is also what's counterintuitive about the heavyweight design characters in this game. But I like it. I think it's awesome because the reason that they're designed this way is because the paradigm that Final Showdown changed is that Final Showdown said, you know what if every character could do damage? And I like that, but that is a very different idea than what people that like to play heavyweight characters traditionally want. Right? They would like the fast characters to be weak, and they would like most people intuitively want that. And so, but Final Showdown said, what if we just made it so that every character can do damage? And so now the heavyweight characters end up having an interesting risk-reward design that's very different than what traditionally has been done for them, right? Usually, like, you know, they might be an armor character, they might be a character that just like gets the one big hit and wins that way, like, and almost wins that way. But that's not their design in Final Showdown. Alright, good battle with it. Keep it up. But yeah, Just Monica says, I categorize moves like Akira 666P as an FU button. Yeah, I mean, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, it pretty much wins. Jeffrey's 6XP is close to it, but it does have risk. But Jeffrey's 6XP is actually an obnoxious move. It's a very obnoxious move because it has the follow-up. But it used to be more so because against John, it used to combo like a decent amount, and against Vanessa, it used to combo ridiculously. So how did it combo? If he could get 6P and then the second P to counter hit, against Vanessa, he could do like half her life in Final Showdown. Yeah, Jeffrey's really good at making you sit and watch. Like those strings are so obnoxious. Good games, Within. Good games, my friend. Keep it up. Your Jean is getting better. I like the activities. I like the mix up. I like you going low sometimes because you should. Keep it up. Yeah, I like Chili Piquin saying that Akira's super dashing elbow is the devil's elbow. It is. It is an insane move. Like, it just wins like a lot. And then if it counter hits, like, you're in deep trouble, and it's hard to punish. Like, you can't. It's not really punishable. It's punishable by barely on whiff and barely on evade, and the evade has to be early. So, kind of not really punishable. Actually, I don't even know if it's punishable on evade, but it's one of those though where you got to mix up Akira, but again, you're playing against a game, he could reverse it on you. So Medawatt said, I did invent a theory that I want to see Veterans Influence to see if it's actually works that relates to this topic. Well, speaking of that, I do like when Medawatt said that Jeffrey is like a fisherman, because I do think that that's a great analogy for this, for Final Showdown and Up Jeffrey. Is Jeffrey really is a fisherman. Like they finally went on theme. The play the occupation theory is awesome. I like that theory a lot, because I do think Jeffrey's a really good fisherman in this game, in this game and in Final Showdown. Instead, like if we started looking at his move as like a freaking like instead of a baseball pitch, if we looked at it as like him just like literally fishing, that's what it is. You know, like boom boom. 4-3 PP. The second P is like the fishing layer is like gotcha. You know, and this is Jeffrey doing a fishing. You know, so it's like hoo hoo. That was really good. That was really good too. I like this evade punish. Chris playing awesome. I love it. I love it, Chris. We will call you Chris from now on. I love this. Correct evade direction. That was good. Going for throw at the wall is one of his problem points. So go for throw less for a lot of reasons, but one of them is because stagger. Is that stagger you have to delay if you want to throw, because you can't throw somebody that's staggered. But your allow is pretty awesome. Man, he outread 3 in a row. Good game, Chris. That was an awesome battle. I love that. So Chris did a lot of awesome stuff, and then he also made sure he won on Okizeme. Made all the difference. But on top of that, or not Okizeme, he forced guessing games with Lao that were really tricky, but they paid off. And it was awesome. So I really liked it. Now at the wall, he lost opportunity because he kept going for throw. He has to adjust that instinct, because he'll have to rebuild where to throw when the opponent's near the wall. That's what he'll have to do. So he'll have to really rebuild his instincts on where to throw when the opponent's near the wall. It'll take time for that. Yeah, I see. So you got Lao as a chef, so play the occupation. Got it. I love that. That's an awesome theory, Medawatt. That's the Leon vortex, the side turn vortex of Leon. Dash and throw is always good. Alright, good fight, space time. Yeah, Leon is definitely, well, he's a knife collector, but yeah, his parents are arms dealers, or his father. But he himself is a knife collector, and he really fights. You know, like praying mantis. It's like a dagger approach to fighting. They unionize. I don't know if like they have the cap. I don't know if Leon players actually unionize. We're kind of a chaotic bunch. I don't know if you would say we unionize, but we do have that hat. We do have that trucker hat. It's a funny trucker. Oh, I see. So you're attaching your personal judgment on unions as the basis for what Leon players do. you're kind of giving out a little bit more of yourself in that. Oh, not everyone's anti-union. Not everyone's pro-union either. You know. So, I see. But yeah.
Start running now. I won't lose. Round one. Ready, go.
That is really annoying. I thought I was out of range. That thing just really clipped right there. I see. That was so good. Back throw. Good game. Good game, Reaper. That was so much fun. It's really, really fun. I love it. It's really, really good. Earlier, I caught myself in down forward, so I couldn't do 6-6 KK, which is what I wanted. I should have quickly just done uppercut, but I didn't. When he was at the wall, when he got slumped on the wall, I found myself in the crouch dash. I was like, I can't 6-6 KK this. But because my mind was closed to just doing 6-6 KK, I didn't just do uppercut. Or even 1K, but 1K was not good there. 8P plus K. Uppercut would have been the clean way to solve my problem there. Hey, Makai Insane. Good to see you. How have you been doing? God, I hate that move. I like reacted to it twice in one move, right? One move, I'm reacting twice to it and kind of wrong as a result. It's really rough. Like you're reacting to certain things and then you're like, wait, this is what the move he's doing is. So I thought I had that. That was really good. That was really good. That was really, really good. Good game, Akai. A good game, LD Wells. That was so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so what's up, Chanchai? Hope you're doing well today. I am. What are your thoughts on the Leon Pi matchup? Well, matchups are complicated to explain in VF because every character has all the tools they need. So what happens in the... Okay. So I've been thinking about it for a few days now, as that was a matchup I had some difficulty in some time ago. So if you're playing as Leon and you're having trouble with Pi, probably the reason you're having trouble with against Pi, assuming that you're playing Leon, is that Pi can disrupt better than Leon actually. How does she disrupt? She also has an 11 frame jab just like Leon does. She has a 12 frame mid two-handed attack. You cannot Sabaki this, you can't crush this, but because of its damage at that speed, it will win against a lot of things on trade. So because of that, she can just stop the poking game with that move. Now that's not the only reason. And so the thing is that Pi can be more disruptive than Leon, and Leon's the one used to being disruptive. So what happens is that Pi can win the neutral if Leon's not careful and not learning the matchup that way. Now, what can Leon do? Actually, even though Leon traditionally doesn't have like the best like whiff punish, his ability to set up backdash game can help work in this matchup. His ability to kind of like he can recovery hit her, but it's a trickier art for Leon to learn. And so he can try to set her up to kind of whiff more. That's it. Yeah, so Setsuna is now playing more defensive, which is good. That's actually really good. Good. Yeah, just move forward and move forward and defend. It's strong. Really good. Like I said, move forward and defend. It's really strong in this game. And so what it is move forward, defend, but watch. And if the opponent doesn't do anything, then you can act. And Akira can really do that because Akira has really strong, like, he can win neutral. Like, a lot. If the two players attack at the same time, Akira's gonna win. Even though, yeah, Leon has an 11 frame jab, that's the only thing he's got going for him, is to win on speed, but he can't win on trade. So Akira has the strength to just move forward and like not commit to attack, but he just needs to do attack a few times, and the opponent then has to kind of be careful, and then now you move in and throw. It's very strong. So it's with Akira, like you force the opponent into making defending or attacking a real actual guess, like a guess where if you lose that guess, you're gonna get hurt. Akira's opponent gets hurt. Akira doesn't always get hurt on this guess. It's really powerful. So anyways, so for on Leon versus Pi, so it's up to more than anything, the Leon versus Pi, you're gonna have to kind of assess what the Pi player is doing specifically. Some Pi players play in a very disruptive way. Some Pi players will actually use her strings to kind of like not commit, but kind of stick it out there and then see if you're responding. And if you're the person who mashes, there's definitely, she's got an answer for that. She'll create a guessing game out of her strings, and that can be difficult. That gets a little more advanced, and that means you're probably playing somebody that's, you know, decently strong. At the low level, it's really because she can just like stop Leon. And so a lot of Leon players at the beginner level or developing levels are used to momentum plays, and Pi can actually stop that. So then you have to kind of learn more counterplay. And by counterplay, I mean like, okay, you think she's going to do like a short range poke, so you set up backdash. And if she does do the poke, you hit her with the back kick. Or you do whatever move you can do there. Like up 8P plus K is an easy one. So if you have trouble landing like the back kick, if you don't have that in your skill set yet, though you should build that eventually, then you might have to settle for uppercut, the 8P plus K to knock him down and then do okizeme. Pi is very disruptive, and that's why Leon players have trouble fighting her. A lot of Leon players are used to crushing, and Pi can totally ignore crushing. Like, she's hard to crush. Like, she has certain key points that can be crushed. Doesn't mean you should always crush. So, like, yes, she has 3P. She has annoying lows. You can crush them, but she can switch off that very easily. And Pi players don't do it like all the time. They just do it enough to where it annoys you. So for Leon players, when they try to crush, understand that when you try to crush in this game, you're using a move that's probably slower than what you should be using because you're trying to crush. Crushing is trying to win by attack versus attack in a way that's not based on the frames as much. That's way less based on the frames. It's like, I know you're going to 2P, so I'm going to 8K. That's a crush, right? Okay, but then again, when that happened, they were doing 2P because they already had an advantage or neutral. So that means that if they had done a jab or an elbow instead of the 2P, the 8K would lose. Well, Pi can do this quite a bit with highs and mids, but mainly her mids will do it. And she can get a good reward with very moderate risk on her mids. Not like a huge reward, but a moderate reward that adds up. But a lot of Pi players will naturally want to play fast, and they will want to use some of her mid attacks to just stop the ongoing rush. So if you've been cruising on the developing levels with Leon on quote unquote momentum, which probably meant you were crushing and you were doing okizeme, Pi does have the ability to kind of just stop you in your tracks. And then you kind of have to learn how to fight from there. And that's why I kind of talk about approaches like adding in like developing your backdash game. It's hard, but try to like duck her high attacks and then strike her really fast with either a 2P or a throw or a mid attack if you can do a fast one. Leon is not the best at this. Other characters can do a lot with duck and punish. Leon doesn't really do much with duck and punish. What he does do is he sets up backdash whiff. Like, he sets up for them to whiff when he does a backdash and then he hits them, but it's a full commitment. It's like you had to guess. It's hard to actually reactively do this. It's more or less a guess. And so that's why it's hard to even like tell a beginner that like this is what you eventually have to do with Leon, but that is kind of what Leon eventually does do. Moves like 4-6K are good if they're not evaded. If you can get them to block 4-6K, you're kind of okay. You are at a disadvantage. They do have Nitaku, but learning how to play from the downside of Nitaku is something that a Leon player would eventually want to get good at. Leon is not the best at Nitaku, but he's not bad at reverse Nitaku. But that gets more detailed. So the basic answer is that Leon versus Pi can be a detailed fight. And the reason that she's annoying is that she can outpoke Leon. And she can kind of just stop him from, going to town. So you want to play around that a bit. You want to defend a bit. You want to use more conventional techniques sometimes, and you kind of want to bait Pi into doing those short range pokes, right? Like we talked about the two-handed palm, the double palm. Pi's double palm does have a weakness. It has two weaknesses. The two weaknesses for double palm is that one is it's not the longest range attack, so if a backdash works against it, she's in trouble. So it can be whiff punished with a backdash setup. It's also technically it's evade punishable, but even then, if you evade it, you can just mix up. And I would start with throw, like I would evade throw that, and then I would add the other stuff later. But it is actually evade punishable. But so evade and backdash can really punish a Pi for doing the double palm. But the double palm is really good if what you want to do is attack, right? Now here's another tip. When you block that double palm, she's going to push you a bit away. That's a good time to, like, after you block the double palm is a good time to actually do backdash, because some Pi players might be trying to do a zoning trap on you. They might be pushing you so that they can set up like her fadeaway eye poke, which does combo. But you can just backdash. So a good technique is whenever your opponent pushes you, backdash is really good. It's really good to think about a backdash whenever someone pushes you. So hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense. I know it's a long answer, but it's to each person there's a different takeaway on that one. So yeah, Akai Insane says, gotcha, her double palm is something I have trouble playing around, but utilizing my moves with more pushback on block and careful observation plus movement more does make sense to deal with her as an entirely yes. So I'm glad you appreciate it. Hope it helps. So keep it up. Pi is going to make you learn how to play more detailed VF, and that's a good thing for your Leon. So keep it up. Keep it up. Have patience. It will be frustrating. She frustrated me a lot too, but you will become a stronger player by quite a bit. Improving in this matchup. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? That was a really fun league battle.
It was pretty good. I was telling
you did awesome. Congratulations.
Our battle was pretty interesting.
No, I really liked it. You guessed correctly on a lot on everything, so it was really good. I also told the stream that that I really liked seeing your forward moving defense. That was the thing that stood out, because I was like, and I was just telling my chat, I was like, well, one, it's good to see Setsuna going into forward moving and just kind of watch, because Akira is really strong at this. And and the fact is what I've always said, Akira will force you into a decision about attack or defend, a lot. And once the pressure has been placed, Akira simply dashing or crouch dashing forward and watching the opponent is really powerful, because then you can just go, oh, I can throw him, or oh, I can go ahead and attack. Because the thing is, if we attack at the same time, Akira wins. Akira wins attack versus attack. It's something that is very strong about his design. It's not a slight against him. It's just this is how he's designed. So because he can do
that's the win condition. I have to be point blank.
Yeah, well, you have to threaten point blank is the point, right? So you threaten point blank. Once you threaten it, now the opponent is really under pressure. And here's the thing: when Akira guesses wrong, it's usually not so bad for him. When the opponent of Akira guesses wrong, usually it's gonna hurt. Yeah. So and that's not a broken thing. That's his design. It's just that that's why some people will complain, because the feeling of fighting Akira can feel unfair because of this feeling. But this is his design, and it's not broken at all. It's just really it's just under insane pressure, because you just feel man, if I guess wrong, it hurts really badly. But again, the Akira player had to build their skill.
It has to exist.
Well, and the Akira player had to develop the skills to actually do that damage and get the experience to realize when they have a conversion versus when they don't. So
that's one thing that I learned from you a while back. It's that if there's no threat, there's no mix. So
exactly.
You have to threaten.
You have to threaten, and then you can mix. Yeah, and if you just mix without threatening, people can just sit on defense against that, right?
Yeah.
but
And this is why you always threaten with attack first instead of throw.
yeah, right. So depends on the opponent, but yes, absolutely. But you threaten with what hurts because that's a threat. So,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
But
So I saw your match, Cessna, your match against Chris. So where your Tankyaku whips his low sweep. Does it always whip his low sweep, or is this just a like?
No, well, so his low sweep is forward moving. So I can do Tankyaku. I just have to jump up instead of jump forward.
So you're moving forward too, also. So
Yeah.
Okay.
so I think Firebird jumped in and said that their PC is dead. So I'm really sad if their PC died. So I hope they're doing
That's
okay.
horrible.
So did their PC actually die, or do you know? I haven't seen Firebird in match in a while, so I don't know if that's the reason. Cause we miss you, Firebird. But
Yeah, for sure. This is a bad time to have your PC die on you, though.
yeah. So in that last league
Everything is
battle,
expensive.
it is exactly true. In this last league battle, there were so many great matches. Chris did really smart plays, and the only advice I had to give Chris was just that they just have to tune their throwing like instinct near the wall, because they kept trying to go for throw at the wall after they would stagger me, and that was it. Everything else is fine, but it's just like just kind of build that experience but the way I build that experience is to actually not to tell yourself not to throw, but instead to just tell yourself to attack a little more. That's because using the positive reinforcement approach, because I've seen so many people like do the same thing over and over whenever they try to tell themselves not to do it. And it's just like, just tell yourself to do the opposite thing. Tell yourself to attack more when you hit someone near the wall. Like, be greedy about pressuring somebody at the wall. You get a wall hit, then you apply with attack, and if you do that, the throw thing should happen less, and then you'll find better times to throw. You know, that's my tip. Besides that, though, Chris played amazing. They beat me down pretty good. Diva also beat me pretty good. Diva, what they did was they played around the win condition near the ring out zone, and they reverse read, like, so they were playing a lot of layer 3 stuff, and then when they forced guests, they were really spot on it. So I love that. I thought Diva had an awesome win against me in that league battle. And again, fighting against you, these were the 3 most memorable matches for the league battle for me. And then fighting against you, it was really, especially in that final round, I liked that you moved in and then you just threw, you know, but it was because you had observed, but like you were ready to, I felt you were ready to hit a button if otherwise, you know. So I thought it was really good, and I really liked it. And you completely, you know, made it so that if I was delaying or watching, it became unsafe to do that. And so I thought that was really strong. So yeah.
I was working around that the throw game that you were doing. You were doing a lot of first throws.
Yeah.
I noticed that on the first couple of rounds, and then I was like, okay, let me start changing my habit, and it paid off towards the end. So I think that's what set everything up.
Yeah. So those were really good battles. I thought that league battle was great, and next one looks like it's gonna be, you know, also great. You know, we got Ripper in the room now. We got Hectic Fall in the room. You know, Wu Within is playing very well. Zack Attack's doing good. With Zack Attack, I think if I was giving an advice, I think his game is ready to do more fuzzy guard. And then understanding why Akira likes fuzzy guard, you know, because Akira loves fuzzy guard. Akira has so many -5 on guard. It's like if you block my 4/6 P plus K, fuzzy guard. You block my 4/6 PKG, fuzzy guard. If you block my dashing elbow, fuzzy guard. If you block my super dashing elbow, fuzzy guard. And if you block my low punch, might as well do fuzzy guard. You know, so I'm like, I think that would. I think that would make Zack Attack's game at least have like this image of being more active, and then that would put pressure on the opponent, and then he can still do what he wants to do around that. So awesome battles with everyone. win or lose, I'm enjoying all these fights.
All right, we're at 2 more matches before we start both Europe and North America second league. So if you want to join, you have a couple of minutes to do so. Again, just check to see if you don't have any gray bar connections from anyone in the room. If there is, let me know and exit and re-enter the room so that try to fix that. And I will not start the league until confirmation that it's fine. But if I don't hear anything, I will start the league after two matches. We have 11 players right now in North America. Firebird just joined the room. And we have 6 players right now for Europe. With Midwood joining for the second league. All right, one more match before we begin Europe.
And keep it up, Diva. Diva's been playing better and better. Chris playing really good too. Don't worry about the red, Firebird. Don't worry about the red. You're worried only about the grays. Sometimes the red turns out to just be the bug where it doesn't like reset that counter. It just keeps adding, and so it just goes like from like 10, it goes from like 100 to 200 to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000, and before you know it, you're like it says that you're at like 50,000 ping. That's a bug. And so with the reds, take the reds with a grain of salt. We're worried about the gray bars. The gray bar is the thing that is more likely to crash the room or to crash on you in the middle of league. Whereas the red bar, it could be bad connection, but most of the time what we've seen is that the red bars have been just like the bugged ping meter.
Yeah, if it's with someone that you usually have good connection with, I would not worry about red right now. But we hope that next patch will fix this.
I mean, the red might be a small sign, but we haven't seen the correlation of the red bars being exactly the thing for like the crash outs. We have, but the gray bars we're really convinced that those gray bars are like a bad omen. But I had fun with my battle.
The
Tricky.
last match before we start the North America League. Sorry, Chantai, go ahead.
Well, like Tricky and I had a red bar, and I had fun with that match. So, and I think it's because it's just the counter. And normally Tricky and I would have more of like a yellow bar. So.
All right, we're starting the Europe League now. 6 players, 5 rounds. Okay, guys, have fun here. And after this match between Chris and Hectic Far, we'll start the North America room.
I am digging this Sente being on comms at Cap City.
Yeah, his commentary is very good, and he's great on comms. I really like it. I need to watch his stream more, but I'm usually at locals on Mondays, but I'll have to watch after the fact. But I really like his.
The Tuesday weekly Columbus tournament. They have an offline tournament every Tuesday, and it's always streamed on Tuesday evenings. It usually will happen before your Chanchai Jodo's sessions, the tournament. But sometimes Sente will be on the commentary there. I think usually it's Nunchuck that I see on the commentary.
Yeah, so let's give a shout out then. Tuesdays, there's a lot of VF that happens. Metawatt does their, typically will do their talk show on Tuesdays. Tuesday evenings on the East Coast time, Tuesday afternoons for West Coast. It sounds like the same time Ohio has their offline streamed tournaments. And then, of course, in the late evening for East Coast and normal evening for West Coast, I've got my dojo sessions going on. So, shout outs for VF Tuesdays. So we hope we're giving you lots and lots of entertainment, fun, and great VF. Rushdown Turtle, it is open. Yeah, you can join in and try to join the room. Let us know if you're having trouble joining the room. It's important that you let us
We're
know.
actually gonna begin, but if you could try join now, we'll just give one more match before we start. Then.
Yeah, try to join right now because we were about to start, but we're delaying it one game. I will delay it one game with Chris here. All right, he's trying to jump in. It says about 2 minutes, probably because he's got to start up the machine, but he's on his way. Rushdown Turtle's on his way.
RDT.
Yep, really good to see you, RDT. Missed you a lot. So, all right, I forgot I made this costume too. Okay.
Yeah, I really like the other one you had on.
Thank you. That one is a fun one. We had David Blaine was asking for me to switch up costumes. They were tired of seeing the same costume for like the last few years. So
I actually like sticking to one costume because when you watch Japanese streams and you don't know the names of the characters, can't read the character name, you can always tell who's kind of playing based on the outfit at times.
Man, I want some mapo tofu.
Mapo tofu is so good, but Japanese style is really good.
I mean, you make it, doesn't know. I remember you posting.
I make it out of a box, but still, I like it. I really like it. My wife can't really say the name, so she calls it a different thing.
I see.
Okay.
Mapo tofu is wonderful. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, she repeats some of the syllables.
I see.
But yeah, trying to get it in Japan. I think that's gonna be closer to what we've been trying to do.
Is Flushdown? Is he having trouble getting into a room or quickly?
Let's see.
Come on, RDT, swing by, baby.
Or he's on his way.
Do you have? He still say he's on his way. Okay, we'll just do one more match and then we'll start. Then okay.
Did you see the lever that I sent you, Chan Chai?
The photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent you a photo of a lever. So basically, I bought a branded plate so that I could mount it on the ends.
Right.
I just wanted to look really good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome when you have a clear case. Then having the mounting plates with art on it is awesome. So
Yeah.
very, very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Right.
I think that on side is still throw punishable.
It's okay.
Or at least Nitaku.
Yeah. You talking about the high elbow and the kick? The spinning elbow and the
I'm
kick?
talking into the spinning round kick from
spinning elbow and the kick, yeah. It's okay. Zack Attack's doing well. Keep it up. Ripper is a very scary opponent, but keep it up, Zack Attack.
As long as you can get away from the vortex, it's not too bad. But it's hard to get away from the vortex.
Yeah.
Ripper plays that reverse Nitaku really well.
He does. Ripper is all about guessing games. He's very strong at them. You have to respect that, or you will fall victim to them.
Yeah.
Rushdown Turtle is active. Is he in the room?
No, not yet. Hold on. No.
Really?
No, he's not here yet.
Rushdown Turtle, what's going on? Is he trying to get into the room? Okay. The game is launching. Yeah. The game is. I think he had to warm up the machine, and then now the game is launching. But you guys know that the first time you launch the game, there's the easy anti cheat taking its time for some people.
No,
some computers it takes longer than others.
Of course it is.
Alright, we'll give one more match. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys will be patient. If we hear no back, we'll just start, okay?
Okay. But yeah, but also RDT, give us updates. So let us know if let us know if you're trying to get in the room and it's kicking you out. Like that, we need to know that. We wouldn't know. That one, the game won't tell us if that's what's happening. So, yeah. So he says he's trying right now. I have a feeling that he's having trouble getting into the room, but he hasn't said that yet. So he says if he can't get in, then we can start without him this time now. But he's trying to get into the room right now. No problem. We understand. If you come in and you see gray bars, we do ask that you just kind of, try, but not immediately. Like after 10 seconds, you see gray bars, then just try again. We know how frustrating and irritating that is. But that's kind of what's been helping the room stay stable throughout the matches is this protocol. So you've been denied twice. Just keep trying right now since we're in a match. Some people get in after a while.
Is he trying to join the white room also? There's the
okay.
Is it with the Jackie profile one?
Which are you? Yeah, make sure you're trying to join the one with the Jackie profile. Is that the correct one?
I should be hosting on the Steam platform. So the PC desktop images.
Okay, cool. He says yes. All right. Okay. I think it's the one that just says Akai, right? Not Akai JC is tomorrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Akai JC is one for Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been using the Virtual Fighter 2 OST for a while.
It's awesome. That soundtrack it hits hard. Okay, so he's getting he joins the room, how it's pinging everyone, and then during the ping it crashes out. So he's getting that right now.
Ground zero bug.
I would say keep trying, but do know that it doesn't look well. I know for me, I've had to do it many times, but don't worry. Do worry, but hang in there. And don't worry, we got the patience for you. Keep trying, but after this battle, Akai will start the league.
Yes, sorry, Rushdown. We start without you.
Rushdown, I think ultimately that's what it is, to be honest, and that's kind of why the first people in the room tend to be the ones that are going to stay in the room, is because I think sometimes there's a rough connection between two players, or 3 or 4, but yeah. All right. Good luck. Have fun, everyone. Thank you so much.
Hey, good luck, people.
All right. Here we are. Let's turn the volume up. I totally forgot to turn the volume up last time. Thank you for your patience, the Russian Turtle. I always want to fight you. And I'm glad that you tried. Thank you so much. Thanks for wishing us all luck. We love you, man. Yeah. Thank you for the follow.
Take me seriously.
We'll call them F.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Really good battle. This is off to an excellent start.
Round 2. Ready, go! Ring out! three. Ready, go! Bring out!
Good game, Hectic Fall. Good game. So I did end up using a lot of spacing against Hectic Fall, trying to create situations where backdash could be very strong and more likely to confirm. But really, really good stuff. No, Rush Down Turtle, I definitely understand. I think, to be honest, my feeling is these problems came with crossplay. Doesn't mean that like crossplay is not possible. It just means that there were things that came along with crossplay that their team might not have been prepared for, or problems that they're still trying to solve. Now it could be other things. It could be the threshold. It could be maybe the game wants to be more picky with connections than it was before, and then now it's being super picky, right? It could, and in a very rude way. Could be that. I don't know. But those are the two things that pop up in my head about this problem.
Ready, go!
Very good. All right, here we go. Very nice round.
Round two. Ready, go!
That might haunt me later. Especially in this matchup, those things tend to haunt you.
Round three. Ready, go! Round four. Ready, go! Bring out!
Good game, Wu Within. Good games, my friend. That first round was really, really good.
See? I thought I'm better.
Thank you for the match, my friend. And I see that you're watching on YouTube, so you get to avoid those ads. Okay, you're both. That's awesome. No, it's cool. I can read it on both, so I get to read the chat on both. I like it.
Round one. Ready, go!
Man, that kick. So this kick is not punishable.
Round two. Ready, go!
I love that. I'm too slow right now. I'm also, well, what it is, I'm unsure. I'm unsure of these situations. I thought that was back. Is this maybe it's a side throw. Alright, good game. Good game, Reaper. Maybe it's a side throw. Okay. Is it side throw? I don't know. Huh. Yeah, good game, Reaper. Good game. I got outguessed and then I had no sense of what was going on after that because I had no confidence in hitting Elblaze. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I like. It's the thing I gotta remember too is like 6K from range. Like if he thinks I'm gonna do spacing game, 6K into throw into hot dog and the throw is really good. Rocket discharge and the throw. So 6K rocket discharge throw is really cool. It's something where I'm not looking at the possibility of myself losing that situation. I need to fix that. That thing has plagued me for well over a year, so I need to work on that. Yeah. I definitely wish there was a way for all of us to know what is wrong with joining rooms. More specific error message, yeah. This room problem really sucks. We all hate it. But yeah, a specific error message could be very helpful. We would not complain any less, but we would have more clarity.
I won't lose. Round 1. Ready, go!
Oh, that's true. I can use the new costume. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, Diva, here we go. Evade. I see. Man, that was really good. That was really good. Okay.
Ready, go!
That's so good.
Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go!
Good game, Diva. That was intense. That was an intense battle. Good game, my friend.
What a knucklehead!
Oh, Ripper and Setsuna are incredibly strong. They're playing crazy strong right now, so it's an honorable battle, honorable fight. But I'm glad that you're back in on Via. Keep it up.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Nice. Good.
Round two. Ready, go!
That was pretty good though.
Round three. Ready, go!
Alright. Good game, Zach Attack. Keep it up. So I was trying to encourage you to throw more, but that said, it's in an awkward position. So what I was trying to do, I was doing a lot of, if you block my low punch, I would evade crouch dash, and it doesn't look like much, but throwing or even a low attack, it's kind of a mixed bag there. But throwing is pretty strong there. Delayed guard break is also strong. So, I think the tricky part for you is I'm playing a lot of defense against you for many reasons actually. So like learning how to throw against someone doing what I'm doing will eventually become strong. It doesn't mean it's the only way. It's how it opens up your attack game. But yeah, keep it up.
One. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
It's a risk of doing that.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Forward. Good game. Good round.
Round four. Ready, go!
That was really good.
Knockout. Round five. Ready, go!
Good game. Good game. I got too loose. That was really good. I like it. I like all these. I like that he didn't fully commit to that so that he could set up the guess after that. It's good. Good game. No, David Blaine, your English is fine. I've never worried about it. But I understand. I think I understand what you're saying. But yeah. Well, I do have the anniversary costume, which is a swimsuit. I do wear that sometimes, but but with World Stage, they did unlock, costume E. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you know multiple language, that's amazing. It really is. All right, Wells, here we go.
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Excellent. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
Thanks for about all the Wells.
I want a serious fight.
All right, got the Battle of the Akiras here.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, Round 3. Ready, go!
So, Move Quick says, I have read that FS really changed VF5. Yes, it's a totally different game. Do you know of anywhere I can see high-level footage of VF5 vanilla? Purely for curiosity. On YouTube, it exists, but you'd have to watch the old tournaments because, you know, it wasn't like people were streaming, but some players did upload their matches. It's trickier to do the search because you just search VF5. So most likely you want to search tournaments like...
Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
Yeah, that's because, like, you know, people weren't uploading directly that much back then. So most of the stuff you get would be tournament footage. I think it's Otonami Haikai, but there are tournaments that are uploaded online for VF5 Vanilla. If you ask in the VF Discord, someone probably like Jed would be able to find it for you. You could find good matches like Idazan and Fudo and a lot of amazing players from back then. VF5 Vanilla is a very different game. It looks very different. The Final Showdown changed the animations too. So Final Showdown changed not just the mechanics, which like all of them, but also changed it's a complete overhaul. Like, to me, Final Showdown is actually Virtua Fighter 6 because it's a totally different game from VF5 Vanilla.
You better take me seriously.
All right, here we go.
Round 1. Ready, go!
That's a really cool. I forgot about this Okizemi. So this is an Uramoari. It can cause you to wake up backwards. Totally forgot about that one. I haven't seen that one in like 4 years.
Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
That was good. That was really good. Good call out here.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go!
Good game, my friend. Good game, Chris. That was intense. That was a lot of fun. I love when you decide to go when you double down. It's so scary. It's a lot of fun. So, would you say people preferred FS after some time with it? Well, I definitely did, but the thing was a big mechanical change was that before Final Showdown, there was a multiple throw escape system that existed since VF3. Technically since VF2, but not really. That was more of an option select. But VF3 would have multiple throw escapes, and VF4 would really have multiple throw escapes. And so the old throw escape system was really hard for newer people to play, and it's hard to know if you're doing it correctly, except for consistency and results, unless you were in the training mode drill that did it. But like, Final Showdown changed that, so a lot of people for a while hated that they changed that. I like Final Showdown's throw system more, even though I could do multiple throw escapes. Nice. But so PS3 has vanilla VF5, and Xbox 360 has version C. PS3 has versions B, and Xbox has version C. Xbox 360, and it's called Virtua Fighter Online, or Virtua Fighter 5 Online.
Excellent.
Let's see here. Let's improve our confirms.
Round 3.
Here we go, Firebird.
Go.
Nice. I like the dash into. Very good. Yeah, attack the sidestepping. All right. Good spar, my friend. It's good to see you again, Firebird. Keep it up. I know you got that muscle memory coming back, and keep it up. Welcome back to VF, my friend. But yeah, PS3 vanilla for both VF4 and VF5 were the ones I engaged with as a teen. They're really good. They're really good. The PS3 did have Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution as part of a PS2 Classics. But yeah, PS2 VF4 vanilla was a lot of fun. Evolution was an amazing package. It did confuse Western audiences that Evolution was released as a greatest hits version of Virtua Fighter 4, but it did say Evolution on the package. But it was Sega's way of selling the game cheaper, right? So like, even though you might have paid about $50 or $60 for VF4, Evolution cost you only $20 because they put it in the greatest hits line. So they told Sony they wanted to release Evolution as a greatest hits release. And so because of that, it got the $20 price point on Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. That said, a lot of people didn't know that it was a different game because of that. So it's one of those tricky things where you think about the fan, but it might not be the best decision for the business. Shoulders fast.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
I had to stop him before he started going more. So good game, my friend.
What a knucklehead.
Ripper should be winning this thing, I think. But Wells, LD Wells, take him down hard. Take him down 3-0. Just kidding. I think Ripper is gonna get this one, and well deserved. But LD Wells is crazy strong, and these two, like, look, these two like to have like crazy amounts of set play. LD Wells loves the set play, so it's interesting to watch that match. But yeah. But that said, you know, Ripper is probably more committed to the set play than LD Wells is. LD Wells does both, right? He does a lot of mix. Ripper is amazingly strong at all these skills, but he really particularly likes to play set play. Wells took it. Did I get it by 1 point? I got it by 1 point? Nope, Ripper got it by 1 point. Yay, congratulations, Ripper. That was an intense battle.
LD Wells, thank you guys for playing. We will win one more league. So you guys can continue playing, please do so.
Hey, Woo Within, I'm listening for your question. Fighting against Kage is hard. I have had this question again like a week ago. It's good. How to fight against Kage. Boy. So...
Alright, Boom is hoping now for people who want to join the North American game. Europe is going to their last league. If I can get my controller to work, I'll go join this last league. Like I said, I consider ace once in my own leagues. Oh, what is this? Open 11C. And it's I think we're playing Jay Weber. Until next time.
So, okay, so Woo Within asked about the Kage matchup, so I'm going to talk about some aspects of that. One, Kage has good crushing attacks, so it's important that you use mid attacks when you have advantage a lot of the time. Not always, but most of the time it's good to do that because Kage has 9k plus G, which will go over your low punch. So if you mindlessly do low punch, Kage can do a lot of damage against you. If you mindlessly do high punch, Kage can do 3p to slide under that and combo you, doing a lot of damage. So it's important to understand that against Kage, he can crush. And because he can crush, more likely than not, you're going to want to do a mid arm attack or a mid kick attack. Generally a mid arm attack first, and then if he did something to kind of undermine that, then, you know, maybe switch to a mid kick. You still do want to use your high punch, low punch, but that point alone is pretty big. When you block Kage's uppercut, you want to do Nitaku against him right away. You want to play the Nitaku game against Kage. So if you block his uppercut, that's a real common spot to do it. One of the things that a lot of Kage players like to do that is guard punishable is that spinning high elbow into kick. If they do that kick follow-up and you block the kick, he is minus 13. That's PK punishable for everyone, and that some characters have a 13 frame punisher. So it's good to practice against that in training mode, but it does take a while to get used to that. But the good thing is this: when it comes to that high elbow into kick sequence, you can react to the high elbow. Once you see the high elbow, then you're like, oh, maybe I should guard extra to guard punish this. And then if he doesn't do the kick, then you have to worry about what comes next, because he does have a guessing game after. If he just does the high elbow, he does have a guessing game, but a lot of Kage players do this high elbow kick. All right, so that's really important. If you know how to set up counter hit damage with your character, if you play Nitaku well, you should actually do pretty well against Kage in general by playing that way. Using your character's strong Nitaku play is a good way to play against Kage, because it will force Kage to have to be more creative with their spacing, be more creative with evade punish, they will try. Now the thing is also, evading Kage can be hard. When you get good at evading, then there's a lot of things that are fun to learn on how to evade Kage in the matchup. But generally speaking, evading, sidestepping is a risk against Kage. So I don't recommend overdoing sidestepping when you fight against Kage. You got to kind of know what you're evading for and what your targets are, to properly sidestep a Kage. Now that said, if you do get good at sidestepping Kage, it does open up a lot of punishment against Kage, and that is good for you, but you need to understand the evade sidestep system first before that, and you need to kind of understand why. And so as a straight developing player recommendation, it's really up to your skill level and comfort with the sidestep system before I could recommend sidestepping Kage. Otherwise, I would say focus on Nitaku first against Kage, use your mid attacks against Kage. And then, of course, that high elbow into kick is punishable, so please do try to practice your PK punish there if he does do it. Those are my general tips against Kage. After that, it becomes a little more detailed because Kage himself is pretty detailed. That flying axe kick he does, that crushes low punch, you need to understand that he's +1 when you guard it. But a good default defense is to sidestep there, even though you could be in trouble because you can't just sidestep mash because he could beat that. But you might be surprised how many Kages just do high punch or low punch there because it would win against attack there. So now the -1 situation is a very tricky situation. So it's one of those where just know that you should defend a little more there and then respond to what he does after it. Those are the main tips that I could say on a general level that are probably more easy to remember. After that, it becomes a bit more detail-oriented against Kage. But I will tell you that Kage is actually a complicated character. And so for a player to get good with Kage, they have to understand quite a lot of things, actually. Any kind of quote-unquote gimmick they do will not carry them that far. They kind of have to master a lot of different gimmicks if they want to be a gimmick master with Kage. But the classic Nitaku advice is probably get good at Nitaku really helps against Kage. Though it might be hard to see that result. All right, what's up, you guys?
I am trying to connect my joystick so that I can play.
Oh, we want you to play. It's been a while.
But I'm not sure if it's actually leading my controller correctly, so let's see. Because I almost blocked someone, accidentally blocked someone. Did I just plug in my controller? I noticed when I plug in my my joystick controller when the system and the virtual fire game is running, the config usually gets messed up. So I have 4 more matches before we begin the last league for North America. Europe has been completed with Stan Thomas winning the last league. And so the room will be left open for those who just want to play in the Europe room. Let me see if I can get this control to work.
Is it the Virtua Fighter controller?
My Obsidian 2. I'm trying to use my joystick.
Okay.
I still can't play with the I use control pads when I'm running these league sessions, so it doesn't take so much space.
Yeah.
So, but let's see.
How do the buttons feel like? Are they like micro switches or membrane?
Don't even know what that means for me, but it doesn't feel that good. I don't the face buttons for the that Virtua Fire pad. So he's talking about the Type 2 one that's only available in Japan. They don't feel as good as the Hori command Auto Commander's buttons, the face buttons.
Okay.
So I don't know what's. I don't think I can tell you the difference between micro switch and what you were remembering.
Micro switch does a click, 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 click every time you press it, kind of like your stick.
Okay, it doesn't feel that good.
Yeah, membrane is just goes in kind of like a regular, console controller.
I like the shoulder buttons of that virtual fire pad, and actually
nice.
there's like 4 additional buttons that I know you see other controllers place it, and so I'm actually trying. I place so usually when I try to play on pad, I try to play like on my arcade stick and have my thumb and the index and middle finger like. At least going to have to play with those 3 buttons on the face face of it. But now where to put those, there's like a button where you like how you grip your control pad. Like where my middle finger would usually be gripping is that they have a button right there. So I was messing around with that. I feel a little bit more comfortable playing on it. Actually, I have to take a video for you to show what I'm talking about.
Yeah, please show us.
Yeah. But the face button doesn't feel as good as a Hori Octa Commander, but there's so much things to customize it. So just get the PDF. If you ever do get the controller, definitely get the PDF off online and then have Google Translate and stuff because there's a lot of stuff you can customize on that control pad.
Got it.
I do like there's that trigger button on the shoulder. That you can actually adjust it so that there's like a little toggle where you can toggle it so that it feels just like a regular button, so like where if this feels like a button you could like that like a trigger button, but you now make it feel like this like a normal button. I'm not describing this as I want to. Alright, is it 3 more matches before we begin? Yeah, 3 more matches before we begin. Thanks for playing LD Wells. Let's see if we could get in now. Okay. Alright, let's try this way. B's back, let's see. Okay, what would be the start button here, Dan? Menu? Let's test guard. No, that's the thing. Yeah, this is strange. Every time I switch to my obsidian stick, it forces like my punch button to be a PG, but press both buttons are.
Interesting.
That's fixed. Let me try this there. Alright, 2 more matches before we begin. Sorry, let's see. Maybe I'll just play on my control pad then. Let's do this one more time.
So, watch. I'm gonna try to use. I have to see how Chili plays, but I might try to display the Nitaka. But I don't know if I can against Chili. We'll see.
Chile is pretty strong.
Yeah, I know. I remember it a bit. I just don't remember like the details. But yeah.
press that one.
So Wu Within, you can see how this elbow, that counter hit, set up the throw, right? Because he's likely to defend. Now, in this case, this was more him moving even though he guarded the elbow. But still, like here, right here, elbow in the throw, right? So then the trick here is that I throw him. In his case, he's more likely to defend. So I throw him, but when I think he's going to switch to attack, that's when I do like a counter hit launcher. Right, but see, this is defend. Sidestepping is defend, and sidestepping will lose to throw. So it's important to know this.
Yeah, actually quite chilly. Rank like maybe last week or earlier this week. I know that a lot of Akai players are very good with execution. Like if you don't know their play style, it's like really hard to catch up with.
Akira pressures the player to be more precise, and because of that, you can precisely read them sometimes, you know? So, like, meaning like the Akira player is pressured to be a more precise player, and that's good, but you can use precision against people. So, you know, as a basis for reading. So, you know. No, Chili, it was good to fight. I wanted to demonstrate the strength of Nitaku, but against you, eventually I was, but it was more about saying, see, this is why throwing is good, right? Because you want to defend more. But if you have more evade throw escape, it will cover that more.
Hey, thanks for playing that minute. Alright, I'm in. I just need to find out what is the button for me to I don't know what button is, so. It's fine.
But Chile, you have a very, very nice Akira. I just choose to throw you a lot really fast, right? And that's because that's part of the Nitaku. But Nitaku is not that you be random. Nitaku is that you mix up based on what you think your opponent will do. So again, you think your opponent's going to defend, you throw. You think your opponent's going to attack, then you do the counter hit launcher.
So this is the last league before we start. The last match before we start. Get ready to post everywhere.
There you go.
Well, he doesn't have drinks to bait you.
I know. He doesn't. It was just a lot of fun. So like, let's have fun with this. All right.
Alright, your room is done.
Alright. Good game, Hectic Fall.
Alright guys, we're gonna begin it. Good luck, have fun.
Alright, good luck, have fun. So,
Good luck, guys.
it's a good question, Wu Within. Most counter hit launchers are safe on block. It's just they give you mix up. So if you block a counter hit launcher, you mix up your opponent. The mix up is strong in this game. Most of the time, this game is more about mix up situation than guard punish. That's where the Tekken player does have trouble with VF, is that most of the time this game is actually about mix up than guard punish. There is punish, but the punish is more detailed. So the punish, like, you kind of have to target what they're doing. Like evade punish, backdash, whiff punish, duck and whiff punish, guard punish, or sabaki. All right, here we go. All right, that was an excellent round, Hectic Fall. Let's do this. That's one of his counter hit launchers, is that kick. The uppercut is evade punishable, but it's not but on guard it's Nitaku. On guard, Leon is in a mix-up situation, but you can always play reverse mix-up. It's really important to understand that mix-up is an interactive situation. It's not an auto win, and so reading your opponent is important. So right now, if I whiff, I'm in trouble against Hectic Fall the way he's playing. So let's see what we can do here. And he's going to try to set up whiff now, which is good. That said, he is doing a lot of Abari, so that's where it's like... So the risk for Abari, of course, is that basically do this, so... I can't hear you. Yeah. Alright, good game, Hectic Fall. So, Leon, so a lot of times the counter hit launchers in this game, they typically follow a similar design. They're more evade punishable, but they are typically really, again, the read is that they attacked. If the read was that they were going to sidestep, you throw them. So it's important to understand throw is important. Like in a lot of other fighting games, people don't think of these choices because there's no real choice to be made, right? But in this game, it's a real choice. It's a real decision. It's a real guess of what you think your opponent's going to do. And so everything's actually kind of punishable in this game to a degree. It's just that there's techniques to do it. But generally speaking, they're just not like easily punishable. But the uppercut is actually a mix-up situation if it's blocked. Now in this case, I didn't input correctly. That's why I didn't throw you. I actually intended to throw you, but I inputted the throw too early. So if you buffer too early on the elbow counter hit, you can accidentally... See, this is elbow throw, right? I counter hit you with elbow, I think you're gonna defend, so I throw. Now I think, because of the amount of high attacks I see, so if you're coming from Tekken, it's probably important for me to explain why high punch is so good in Tekken and why it's not, why it's good in VF, but the risks of doing it. But more specifically, why is 2P so good in Virtua Fighter but not in Tekken, right? It is good in Tekken, but 2P is like really, you just do it against string its in Tekken. Why in Tekken are we doing 2P just against strings and not anywhere else? And that's because, you know, look at John has that low parry. In Tekken, you have a super low risk low parry because you tap down forward and there's no risk for doing it. You know, the low parry in Tekken doesn't have much downside, but it beats like all lows, right? And because of that, low punch has a risk that is very scary. And then people like to crush lows with hop kick in Tekken. Now, we do have low crush in VF, but the low crush in VF loses to so many things that's not the low in the situations where you'd want to use it, that keeps you in check about when you use it. Okay, but in Tekken, because of this dynamic that if you're going to do a low in the neutral especially, it should be a good low in Tekken. Because of that, and a lot of the quote-unquote good lows are like standing lows in that game. So because of that, high punch beats them. And so because of that, in Tekken, high punch is really, really good. It's really, really good. Like brain dead good. Because it just wins on speed, right? But in VF, 2P is really good. And because 2P is really good, you can't just loosely do highs all the time. If you loosely do highs, the guy will just low punch and mix you up. So, and that's okay, because at the higher level, you start learning that that low punch is not so bad. Getting hit by low punch is not so bad. If you get used to being numb and seeing when your opponent's doing a 2P against you, you can get good at fighting them in the reverse mix-up. Like, I'm going to beat you with what you do after 2P. That's powerful in this game. That's also why when you start to get better at this game, it can feel extra chaotic once people start beating you on your post 2P choices. Hope that makes sense. We can re-illustrate that again. That's really good. 4-6P because you're gonna block high. This is good about Kira. That's rigging out. Nope. That's good. I like this evade punish right here. So the sidekick risk. So we have a good idea. Very good. Good game, good game. Good game, Diva. That was a lot of fun. But remember, if the opponent plays like a backdash game against you, just move forward and defend. This game, the good thing about a guard button, you can move forward and defend. Your left hand moves, your right hand defends. Left hand moves, right hand defends. You can move, you can work them together. You can go like forward dash guard, forward dash guard, forward dash guard. You can do down forward guard, down forward guard. And it's really strong. It's really, really strong in Virtua Fighter. So if your opponent is trying to bait you, this is what you can do against it. If you're playing an opponent that does weird stuff at long range, this is a strong way to play. And like a lot of times the big swingy moves are very minus on guard. You might not always get guard punish, but you will get a mix up at least. So it's important to know that. And then if you get the spatial mix up, then backdash is a good thing to think about. Because if your opponent created space, well, the more space you have, the more effective backdash is at getting away. That said, you don't want to be too far away to use backdash because then you get nothing with it. But the further away backdash is, the more likely they'll whiff. But you want to be close enough that you could hit them after the backdash. Now, with John's 6-6P, you really should commit to doing like a mid-low mix-up. The other options are what you do when you've been successfully hitting them and that you've put them in a defensive position after you've been hitting them after the 6-6P. If you do any movement option after 6-6P hits, you will void the forced mix-up situation that move creates. John's 6-6P is a very special move. Your opponent cannot attack as long as you choose to do an attack. And they cannot evade as long as you choose to attack. But the moment you do movement, you dash, you evade, you offensive move, they can do anything. They can sidestep, they can attack, they can throw. But if you hit them with 6-6P and you just do an attack right away, they cannot do anything except to guard or not guard, stand or crouch. That's all they can do. So you should start by creating pressure on your opponent with the mid-low mix-up after 6-6P hits. That is the strength of that move. And then you can do the advanced stuff, but only after they've shown that they're going to defend your mid-low mix-up. Very nice. Good neutral throw. It's a lot of fun fighting Akai again. It's been a long time. He's actually gotten so much better too, and I love it. But he's always been strong, so. Let's back throw again. Gotta be careful though. Good game, Akai. Alright. Always happy to help within. Hope that made sense. But yeah, Jean 6-6P is so good. It is a ridiculously good move. Okay, so Jean is a character that doesn't really do counter hit launchers that well. They're okay, but his 6-6P is kind of the thing that's his counter hit launcher, so to speak, because it forces a strong guessing game that's in his favor. And he has a lot of zoning that he can do after it gets blocked. He has a lot of play with it, so his 6-6P is just really, really good. But that said, the jab does interfere with it a bit. So yeah. All right, Chili, here we go, my friend. Good to have you here, my friend. So when Leon counter hits with sidekick, he gets Nitaku as well. Good game, my friend. I have to show no mercy against Akira. He's so scary if I let him get anything. Good game, Chili. Good game. So I think you can see in our match, Chili, that what I'm doing is that when I get Nitaku, I throw you. And so this is your challenge. So there's two really good answers to that. One answer is you get stronger at evade throw escape, and you get stronger at this throw escaping. That's okay, but really the second answer is that if you realize this is what your opponent's doing, you got to do attack there. Like this is why some Akira players like to do 4-6P in the crazy situation but because they have the read. You don't want to do it mindlessly, you want to do it because you have the read that your opponent is going for throw. So one of the things I do that helps me improve this skill was to purposely put myself in Nitaku. That sounds crazy, but it's like if you're Akira, you can do like shoulder, and if your opponent likes to throw, then you go, okay, I'm gonna do shoulder, and if he blocks my shoulder, I'm gonna do like 4-6P, you know, or 3-3P, you know, and it's really fun to do. It's really, really fun to do. It's same like if you do rising attack and they block your rising attack, and you purposely do launcher. It's very fun. Gosh, that move is so good. Almost. Hey, Inori, good to see you. I hope you're doing really well. It's been a while. I hope you've been great. Always that neutral throw. It drives me nuts. I love the BS. Give me I went for wild and I got it. Good to see you, Nori. Hope you've been great. Always love fighting you. Hope VS been treating you awesome. So. I've been doing okay. I've been spending time with my daughter. My wife and my son are both in China. They're having an amazing time. They're having a really good trip. I'm really happy. I'm happy for my son, who seems to be having fun playing with his classmates. and getting along with the host family for the first few days that he had a host family. My wife is having a wonderful vacation, eating lots of amazing food. So I'm really happy for my wife and my son. My daughter and I are doing well. We're having a good time. We have some of our bonding time, though we admit we're a little lonely because we miss the rest of the family. But we're doing great.
Round one. Ready, go!
Okay. Very good. You can now do KPK. We should train Firebird in the ways of KPK, since that's like new AOE stuff since Revo. Very good, very good. All right, here we go. But yeah, always Revo stuff is KPK. It's like her universal combo finisher now. This move is very strong against Aoi though. She has to work around it. Very good, Firebird. All right, here we go. The Firebird's all warmed up. They're ready. Alright, good game, Firebird. Yeah, this move by Leon is always strong against Aoi, so once she plays around it, she can punish it though. Especially modern Aoi. So in Revo, Firebird, in Revo, Aoi's KPK is like her universal combo finisher. A lot of times you can do like a combo, do a hit, and then do KPK. Her 3P is ridiculously good now. Her chop, it's really good. If you get a counter hit with that. If like you block something, you do 3P, and you get a counter hit, you get a free low throw. It's a lot of damage. And they have to guess. Yeah, the lobby's been stacked all morning. It's good.
Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go!
I'll just poke. It's insane. That double palm wins that situation, but it's really good. Evade crush. Ah, good game, my friend. Good game. Very intense always.
Yeah, that should be it. Let's see what's the results.
All right. All right. Congratulations on second.
Try game first. Yeah, I got second. And third goes to Cessna. Thank you guys everyone for playing.
Thank you all.
Appreciate it.
Really intense battle with everyone. Good games, everybody. So much fun. I gotta go take care of my daughter, but it's been a lot of fun. Really love. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Don't forget today, Ohio's got their tournament. It might still be going on, maybe not, but tonight they will. But tonight, so definitely check it out right now. We'll probably both raid that one. But tonight they're going to also be having a team battle, Waseda style. So you gotta watch it. It's gonna be fun. Lots of people at this tournament, and VF's on display. So I would love the fans to come out, show your support, share your love of VF with the chat. Okay. But today is a good day, and also cheer on Sente. He's doing awesome on comms. Setsuna called it. Sente is actually quite good at commentary, so we'll see if we got a new commentary talent, but he's busy being a TO, so I doubt that we'll see him commentate that much, but we'll see. At LA Gathering, I'll try to get him on the desk. So yeah.
Yep, thanks guys for playing. Tomorrow I'll again be hosting again for Europe and North America at the same time. But tomorrow I do have an appointment in the morning, so I might run late and getting the room started. So I'll post on the Discord and the PSN group if indeed I'll be running late to start the league session. All right, let's see. So yeah, there's
they're not playing VF right now though. So,
I'm sorry?
They're not playing Virtua Fighter right now, just as a heads up. So.
I wasn't looking at I've just been trying to look at the bracket, which I think they've been very slow to update. But the first group has been finished, and now I think the second group is on. Its work is should be playing now.
All right, so I'm gonna raid Matchstick Melee for the sake that I want you guys to follow it and be ready for when it is playing VF. It is playing Tekken 8 right now. You don't you can watch the Tekken 8. I totally support that, but I'm encouraging you guys to check out that channel because I want you guys to watch the Virtua Fighter action that's going to be happening tonight and tomorrow, I think. So please do support anyone that supports VF positively and let them know that you love VF. It helps for them to hear it. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no problem. So I think that's it. So anything else you say? Excuse me. So Versus Fighting has been announced to have Virtual Fighter, and so if you're in the UK area, definitely consider attending that. There's also going to be I think of all the events, there's some new events that's been for Virtual Fighter really far down the line, but if you need to arrange travel for it, let's see, where's the other tournament called? Extreme Fire Showdown. That will be in October 16th and 17th in Austin, Texas. So you want, so that's another tournament in the Texas. I'm not familiar with Extreme Fire Showdown, so so Texas people might be able to share their information about that. Is that still there? You want to play? Let me know. I'll play a couple more matches before I quit.
Yeah, I'm on.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. See, there should be next weekend should be a virtual takeover and also Defensor's Virtuosos.
All right, I'm gonna head out right now. So for my stream, I am going to raid Matchstick Melee just because I want people to follow that and support them. But I am also giving a shout out to Hectic Fall, who's also streaming Virtua Fighter right now. Hectic Fall is great. Keep it up. Thanks so much for the battles and for the content you've been creating too. All right, thank you so much. Thanks, Akai.
Yeah, thanks. Have fun with your tournament.
Thanks, and thank you very much, Setsuna, as well. Keep it up, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, bro.